Okay, we created the new test. It has also initialized it, so it has created quite a lot of boilerplate code. Okay, so let's go to the folder. I'll just add this project to my Git repo so that it can be referred later on. Not this. Good. So I'll just publish this branch. So this is the initial commit. This basically has all the generated files. I'll just cut a branch. Okay, in this I will add the readme. We can do that later. So let's create this component. Is the view. We'll create it via this nggenerate command. So nggenerate component name is search. Generate a component. No. Okay, so this is created component. Let's also create the nggenerate service search. Added these files. So let's open another terminal and compile and serve this. Serve port 420 is already in use. Let me kill the. Let me try to. So this basic component should be in 4200 port. Let's open. So it has some set of things. Project is running. Let's go to the this app component file. So it should be in source app. Okay, let's remove all this unnecessary things. Maybe put just to test and app. Okay, I have that here, and let's add the component that we want to view display here. So that component name is search. So how we are going to add is we are going to put tag on the app component page. So app search. So this app search content should come here actually. So this app search component is basically in this folder, this HTML. So this is the one component search view. Okay, so far so good. Now what we will do is we will created the service, right? So we will now have to do something called dependency injection. Basically that is simple way of telling we have to tell and how to give the reference of how to give the reference of this search service object to the component constructor. So let's go to the search component constructor. So here we want to use the search service, right? So we will say we'll create a service object here, just any member object here, service, and service is of type search service, and we set okay. So this is basically what dependency injection is. It is basically injecting the object into the constructor. What it does is you have to tell the Angular that this object has to be created and added here. So that is done in the app component not in the app component TS, in the app module TS. Yeah, the search service as a provider here. Okay, so far so good, everything is compiled, running fine. Now what we will do is, as written in this readme, we'll add a method to the service object. Okay, so let's add a simple method list to the search service. So let's take the search service file. Okay. So basically we will return a list of strings, and this will display in the view. Course 1, course 2, course 3. Okay, so search service TS as this. Now the search component can call the methods in the search service because we have the service object here. So search component is basically handling the, so let's have an button click handler, just a function on click and handler, or what did I put here? Okay, on and here I'm going to return and call the service, calling the service is service dot get course list, and I will assign it to a variable courses. Okay, so this initializing to empty here. It's not exactly empty. Okay, got it. Okay, this service course and this dot courses is equal to this dot service dot get course list. Okay, so every time someone clicks the button, we go and call the service to get some data. What we do later is we'll change the method of get course list to go and get some data from the gRPC server. But first, let's wire this up. Now we need to add this as a add a button to the view. So let's go to the search component HTML. Search component. Okay. So we will basically add course list. We'll add a button and on click, sorry, I think this is the syntax, Angular syntax. Okay, on click we will call the on click method of the component, and let's add some content call service, and then we will iterate over the courses list. So basically Angular works by binding the view and objects in the view to the component actually. So basically what anytime any change happens in the courses, this immediately will get reflected in the view here. So that is what Angular does actually, or Angular and all these frameworks do. So let's do that. So ng4 is the Angular directive actually, for loop ng4 let go, iterating to the courses of courses, and we'll just list the course here. So that's what we will do. Let's say it's all compiled. We have the button and we click and all it server and all the not server, it went to the service and list of course component. So let's see the changes that we have made. Let's add this in a different branch actually. AngularJSON, this is not important. Okay, yeah, we removed all the content in the in the default page and just added our component. That is one change. Then we created the provider basically for dependency injection. That let's go from. So we created a simple search component. So this is the view. The search component basically has a method onClick, and onClick it will call the service search component service get course list, and it has a parameter called courses, which is referenced in the view actually. So the courses is the one that gets populated. So any change in the courses, the view will get automatically updated, and that is what Angular does actually. So this is for testing. Spec.ts search HTML again. We create a button calls component, calls in the service method. It goes through the parameter actually, and the search component basically it's a add method get course list, which are methods. So let's add all of these guys to our branch. We do like this, it will be easier later find out actually. Edit simple, edit search component and search service. Okay, so far so good. Now let's do more complicated things. Now what we need to do is before that let's go to GRPC project actually. So as I just mentioned before, the project is here.